Are the foods you eat silently killing you? What hidden dangers lurk in your favorite health food?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Today we reveal the shocking truth about seemingly healthy choices that could be harming you. Are the health foods you trust actually harmful?
What do you mean by that?
Discover surprising facts about these dangerous foods.
Okay.
But that is not all. We will share tips to recognize and avoid them. Your health depends on knowing the truth. Learn it and avoid being victim. 1. Granola. Granola was originally developed in the late 19th century by Dr. James Caleb Jackson, a nutritionist who ran a health spa in New York. It was marketed as a health food, made from baked whole grains and intended to be a nutritious breakfast option. However, as granola gained popularity, commercial manufacturers began adding sugars. They also added oils and other additives to enhance flavor and shelf life.
Are you serious?
This shift deviated from the original wholesome recipe, leading to modern versions. These modern versions are often calorie-dense and high in sugar. The perception of granola as a health food persists. Despite these unhealthy modifications, granola is often marketed as a nutritious breakfast option because it contains oats. It also contains nuts and sometimes dried fruit, which are high in fiber, protein, and essential nutrients. Many store-bought granola varieties are loaded with added sugars and unhealthy fats. These are added to enhance flavor and shelf life, making it less nutritious. This can turn a seemingly healthy option into a calorie-dense choice. This may lead to potential weight gain and blood sugar spikes. Long-term consumption of granola with high sugar content can lead to chronic conditions. Conditions such as obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease due to excessive sugars. Granola was originally developed in the late 19th century as a health food at a sanitarium. Some granola brands can contain up to 15 grams of sugar per serving.
I don't like where this is going.
This is nearly half the recommended daily intake of added sugars for women. 2. Fruit juices. The popularity of fruit juices surged in the mid-20th century, particularly in the post-World War II era. Technological advancements made mass production feasible. Preservation of juices became more practical. Fruit juices were marketed as convenient and healthy, a way to consume the nutrients found in fruits. However, the removal of fiber during juicing was an issue. The addition of sugars in many commercial juices transformed them. These transformations made them high-calorie, sugary beverages.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
Despite this, fruit juices are still often seen as healthy, perceived as an alternative to whole fruits. Labels highlight high vitamin C content and claims like 100% fruit juice. Fruit juices can contain as much sugar as sodas. They lack the fiber found in whole fruits. This leads to insulin spikes and weight gain, as the lack of fiber means you don't feel as full, resulting in overconsumption. Regular consumption of fruit juices can increase health risks, such as insulin resistance, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. Additionally, it can cause dental problems like cavities. An 8-ounce glass of orange juice can have over 20 grams of sugar.
Wow.
That's equivalent to about 5 teaspoons. Juicing removes most of the fiber from fruit, reducing its satiety and nutritional benefits. 3. Low-fat yogurt. During the low-fat craze of the 1980s and 1990s, fat was demonized. Fat was seen as a major contributor to heart disease and obesity. Food manufacturers created low-fat versions of many products, including yogurt. To maintain taste and texture, they added sugars and artificial sweeteners.
Yeah, boy.
These products were often higher in sugar than their full-fat counterparts. This undermined their health benefits. The misconception that low-fat foods are healthier still exists. Low-fat yogurt is marketed as a healthier alternative to full-fat yogurt, promising probiotics, calcium, and fewer calories. To compensate for lost flavor, manufacturers add sugars and artificial sweeteners, increasing sugar intake and negating yogurt benefits. Long-term consumption of low-fat yogurt with added sugars is problematic. It can contribute to weight gain and metabolic issues. There's also an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Some low-fat yogurts have more sugar than a candy bar. The live and active cultures in yogurt can improve gut health, but this benefit is often undermined by high sugar content. Greek yogurt is a popular alternative, offering higher protein content and often less sugar. 5. Sports drinks. Sports drinks were created in the 1960s for athletes, helping with hydration and electrolyte replenishment. Gatorade, the first sports drink, was developed for the University of Florida's football team. These drinks were marketed for performance and recovery, but marketing expanded to non-athletes and children. Many people consume sports drinks unnecessarily, unaware they contain high levels of sugar, and are designed for high-intensity exercise. Sports drinks are promoted for hydration and electrolytes, but for most people they are unnecessary and sugary, leading to excessive calorie consumption and potentially causing weight gain and dental issues. Long-term consumption can lead to obesity, metabolic syndrome, and dental problems due to high sugar and acidity. A 20-ounce sports drink can have over 30 grams of sugar. Electrolytes like sodium and potassium can be replaced through a balanced diet. Coconut water is a natural alternative, providing electrolytes without added sugar. Whole wheat bread. Whole wheat bread became popular in the 1960s and 1970s as people sought alternatives to refined white bread. Initially, it was made from minimally processed whole grains, preserving fiber and nutrient content. However, commercial production methods often strip away these benefits, adding sugars and preservatives for taste and shelf life.
Nothing new, nothing changed, same old shit.
Despite this, whole wheat bread is seen as healthier, even when it contains added sugars. Whole wheat bread is higher in fiber and nutrients than white bread. Many commercial breads contain added sugars and preservatives, making them less healthy than they appear. Whole grains are often processed and stripped of nutrients. Long-term consumption of such bread can cause weight gain, insulin resistance, and chronic diseases. Some whole wheat breads contain high fructose corn syrup. True whole grain bread should list whole grain flour first. Sprouted grain bread is another healthy option. 7. Vegetable oils. Vegetable oils became popular in the early 20th century as cheaper alternatives to animal fats, marketed as heart-healthy due to their unsaturated fat content. However, industrial processing often involves hydrogenation, creating harmful trans fats. High omega-6 content can contribute to inflammation. Despite these issues, vegetable oils continue to be promoted as healthy. They are marketed as heart-healthy and high in omega-6 fatty acids. Excessive consumption can cause inflammation, as they are often highly processed. Long-term consumption can increase inflammation risk. Modern diets have a high omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. Olive and avocado oils are healthier alternatives. Cold-pressed oils retain more nutrients. 8. Trail mix. Trail mix was developed as a high-energy snack for hikers. It typically included nuts, seeds, and dried fruits, providing a balance of protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Commercial versions began adding sugary candies, transforming it into a calorie-dense, sugar-laden treat. Trail mix is still seen as a healthy snack, despite unhealthy additions. Nuts, seeds, and dried fruits are high in fiber and protein. Many store-bought mixes contain sugary dried fruit and candy-coated chocolates, adding unnecessary sugars and unhealthy fats. Regular consumption can lead to weight gain and poor metabolic health, increasing the risk of chronic diseases. Some trail mixes have over 20 grams of sugar per serving. Raw nuts and unsweetened dried fruits are healthier. Portion control is key to avoid excess calories. 9. Rice cakes. Rice cakes gained popularity in the 1980s as a low-calorie, fat-free snack, marketed as diet-friendly for weight loss. Made from puffed rice, they have a high glycemic index, causing rapid spikes in blood sugar levels, leading to increased hunger and overeating. They are still seen as a healthy snack.
Stop it. Get some help.
Rice cakes are promoted as low-calorie and fat-free, but are low in nutrients and have a high glycemic index. Long-term consumption without balance can cause weight gain, insulin resistance, and type 2 diabetes. A plain rice cake has a high glycemic index. Pairing with protein or healthy fats can help moderate blood sugar. Rice cakes are made by applying heat and pressure to rice grain. 10. Margarine. Margarine was invented in the 19th century as a cheaper alternative to butter, promoted in the mid-20th century as heart-healthy. Believed to be superior due to lower saturated fat, many margarines contained harmful trans fats. Negative effects of trans fats led to reevaluation. Margarine is still marketed as a healthier alternative to butter. It was once seen as healthier due to lower saturated fat, but many contain trans fats and artificial ingredients, increasing heart disease and inflammation risk. Long-term consumption can cause chronic inflammation and increase the risk of heart disease and metabolic health issues. Hydrogenation creates harmful trans fat. Grass-fed butter has omega-3 fatty acids and CLA. Some modern margarines have healthier fats. Read labels to avoid trans fats and additives. Conclusion: it's easy to be misled by marketing claims and misconceptions about certain foods. The key to truly healthy eating is to focus on whole, minimally processed foods. And always read labels critically. Learn how to read the ingredient label. Look at those labels and ask yourself if you recognize every ingredient.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the is that?
If you do not look them up, by making informed choices, you can manage your health better. Stay curious, stay informed, and take control of your diet for a healthier life.